guys, it's 6 a.m. Usually start my day with some stretching just to wake me up. And I kind of just try to do some work early in the morning and then I start with my cardio. So yeah, today's goal is not to be perfect, but all I need to do is to be better than yesterday. So I'm not trying to change my whole life today, just trying to improve. So we'll see how it goes.
So I'm making this video because I think you need to hear this from someone who has struggled to lock in before. I would say I'm usually like pretty high discipline person when it comes to everything in life, but when it comes to like purely locking in, it feels a little overwhelming, and I think I've just been doing it wrong. And I'm sure some of you guys can relate too. I used to completely restart my entire like lock-in phase because something went wrong. I would completely change my split. I would change my diet. I would buy new groceries even to have new meals. I would even like write down new daily or weekly routines that I would make myself follow, and I think I completely was doing it wrong for a long time. I realized whenever I chose to lock in some aspect of my life, it would take me a week or two to have something go wrong. And I think by the middle of the next week, I was already kind of mentally out of it. And I wasn't even in the locked in state anyways anymore. And I think there's a couple ways to avoid that completely, but I think as I've started to think more about it, I think I've started to realize that I need to start viewing life as we do kind of with the gym. We don't go into the gym expecting a new PR every single day, like some crazy PR. I'm talking like bench 315 or squatting 5 plates for the first time, anything like that. We don't expect to do that right away without any sort of practice or getting better over time. So I started trying to view life more like the gym, just because there's so many factors in life too that make it much harder to progress over time. But one thing that you can take from the gym is every time we go into the gym, we go to progressive overload and get better from last session or last week. And I think the same can be done with life. Every single day that you live, you can go into that day and you can want just a little bit more from how you were yesterday. So I've started to do the same with my life, and I've seen a lot of progress already. And I think that's a lot better than going in every single day and expecting a complete different result from yesterday and wanting to completely intervene with your entire life just so that you can say that you locked in or say that something massive has changed in your life just because you locked in. I don't think life doesn't work like that. You can't just like expect to get a PR out of nowhere without any work actually being done. So being 1% better every single day, or just 1% better than yesterday, is such a better mindset, at least for me. And I'm so happy that I've kind of realized that locking in, I'm kind of over that phrase in general, just the fact of like locking in, because I think some of you guys can relate, but locking in is not nearly the same feeling as getting better every single day. I've kind of started that process in my own life, and today I am going to be 1% better than I was yesterday or the day before or last workout. So I'm running anterior. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's run it.
Hey, I heard you are a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be a woman, show me how you do
in the crowd. Ooh, said I gotta be the man, I'm the head of my band. Mic check 1, 2. Shut them down in the club where the Playboy does till they all get loose, loose out the bottle. We all get fit in again tomorrow. Gotta break rules cause that's the motto. Club shut down 100 supermodels.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be your home, show me how you do. I wanna shut down the club with you. Hey, I heard you like the wild ones, wild ones, wild ones.
Party rocker for showstopper. More shampoo, #1 club hopper. Got a hangover like too much vodka. Can't see me with 10 binoculars. So cool, no doubt by the end of the night. Got their clothes coming off, then I make that move. Somehow, some way, gotta raise the roof. All black shades when the sun come through. Uh-oh, it's on like everything goes. Wild out, baby, to the freak it shows. What happens to that body is a private show. Stays right here, private show. I like a mundane, don't talk that high pain. Tolerance bottoms up when it's champagne. My life, come Muhammad, then we hit Spain. Too easy with the deal, we get insane.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one.
Pretty happy with that interior day. I felt like the pump was pretty insane, even though I'm cutting and I don't have many carbs in me. But I was kind of thinking about what I was talking about before my workout on here. And another thing with that is no one will see your boring days where you're just kind of trying to improve slightly every single day. Everyone's just gonna see the end product, and that's kind of what we chase every single day. That's why there's times where it feels like we're just chasing a PR or something like that, rather than just trying to improve slightly every single day. And I feel like I'm definitely a victim of this. There's so many influencers out there, and there's so much content out there that shows, lifestyles that you want to live. And, I'll see someone on my Instagram or my TikTok living living the lifestyle I want to live, and I'll feel like I need to lock in, but seriously, I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, and over time it'll be enough. I don't need to necessarily lock in. That goes with all of you. You don't need any dramatic intervention to change your life in one day. Changes are gonna come slowly and steadily, just like literally everything in life. It's slow and steady and consistent. That's where you're gonna see major changes. It's not gonna be in some one day lock-in session where you completely change your life. That's kind of why I got sick of the phrase locking in. Like I was saying, now that I've changed my mindset from locking in to just improving by 1% every single day, I've seen so much growth in myself in literally every aspect of my life. So just know your life will change over time. You don't need to change your life all in one day.
Even if you do get 1% better every single day, you're not going to impress anyone, but that shouldn't be your goal at the end of the day. You should be just wanting to do it for yourself. Think about it how everyone else says to think about it. If you're getting 1% better every single day, say for an entire year, that's 365% better than you were at the start of your goal. Just think about tiny ways to improve your life, whether it's literally tiny things that you can do in one day that really don't take that much effort at all. You don't need to alter your entire life like I did, like rewriting routines, splits, getting new groceries, stuff like that. Like if you're trying to lose weight, maybe start drinking water instead of soda. Or if you're trying to wake up earlier, then just set your alarm like 5 minutes earlier tonight. I'm telling you, it'll make a big difference. Especially with the getting up early. I get up early all the time now, and it just started with me setting my alarm back at first, and then when I finally decided to start waking up early every single day, it was just so much easier now that I was used to waking up 5 minutes earlier every single morning. You definitely won't feel any significant changes right away, like something like drinking water instead of soda, but even a week or two doing something like that, you'll see a small difference. So you kind of need to just stop starting over, and I wish I learned that sooner. So just take it from me, who is someone who has restarted so many different times. For example, that whole reason, me restarting routines and stuff like that, that's one of the main reasons that I haven't even uploaded a YouTube video in such a long time. So that's one good example of that. Speaking of uploading on YouTube, I've finally created a plan for myself. So you'll be seeing me on here a lot more often than you already do. If you're wondering where I have been, first things first, I got in a pretty bad car crash, and I'll kind of show you guys the pictures like right here or something when I edit. But yeah, it was pretty bad. A massive Ford truck ran into me, rear-ended me, and I'm seriously surprised that I am still even here, to be honest. But even at the least, not even hurt. I think there was like some leg injury a little bit. I mean, I had some leg injuries afterwards, but it was nothing major. I mean, I haven't even gone to the doctor or anything like that. I just got some tightness in my legs, and that was it. I'm not sure how. But yeah, that was definitely an insane experience. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse for not uploading, but at the same time, that's kind of what has made life so crazy for the past couple months, because I had to get a new car, I had to look for a new car. I was without a car for a little bit. But that's kind of why I thought of making this video, is because I have actually created a plan for myself now, and it follows the theme of this video as well. Getting better every single day, and part of that is committing to uploading more often, and that comes with getting better at actually working on things like my YouTube videos and things like that. So I've made a plan for myself to get better every single day, and that's all you really need is a plan, and it's super powerful to have that. You don't need to wait for some crazy motivation to have some intervention in your life that changes everything and makes your life so much better. I just believe that motivation goes away so quickly, and it can go away in a week, it can go away in a day, even hours for some people, so no matter what, just stay disciplined, stay consistent. Motivation will only get you so far. And that's kind of like the main thing I wanted to tell you guys. Just find a win for today and reflect on it by the end of the day. Be better than yesterday. That's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video.